Kinky Kentucky judge, 38, is accused of turning her chambers into a glorified frat house where she pressured attorneys into group sex and had threesomes with her secretary and former church pastor. I can't make this shit up.
Accused Judge Don Gentry of running an office with sexual affairs, alcohol, lies, and revenge.
She's worried, but seems to be holding up real well. Just talked to her about 5 minutes ago.
Stephen Ryan out of Louisville is her attorney. He FaceTimed me.
But she has a lot of people that are coming to her assistance and aid.
An anonymous person filed the complaint to the Judicial Conduct Commission November 18th. In it, text messages, court documents, accusations of having sexual relations with 2 staff members in the courthouse, drinking alcohol in the courthouse, coercing staff to help her with her campaign, retaliating against those who did not support by delaying hearing dates. It says she held pre-trial conferences in child abuse cases without all attorneys present.
They're very serious charges.
Attorney Richard Goldberg works on the Bar Grievance Committee in Cincinnati, so he deals with these kinds of cases. He says the JCC of 6 members will hear each side and decide the punishment.
The sanctions vary. They can be as minor as a private reprimand. It could be a public reprimand. It could be a suspension of her duties as a judge for a time period or removal from the bench.
The judge's attorney submitted her response to the JCC Monday, denying sexual conduct and alcohol, retaliation, admitting to some things like asking staff to help with her campaign, and says a child did see a confidential proceeding.
I was on the commission for 5 years, and I know that we'll get a fairness from the commission. So.
Dawn Gentry is accused of having threesomes in her office with her secretary and guitar player she hired to work in the court as her specialist. She allegedly asked a female attorney to sleep with her husband while they were getting divorced so she could accuse him of infidelity. Gentry is alleged also to ask the woman to have group sex with her and the guitar player. Others claim they were replaced if they did not donate to her re-election campaign. A female judge in Kentucky has been accused of having threesomes in her chambers and allowing employees to get drunk on the job. Family court judge Dawn Gentry allegedly gave attorneys preferential treatment if they appeased her sexual demands and donated to her campaigns for re-election. The 38-year-old has now been hit with 9 misconduct charges. According to an investigation by the Kentucky Judicial Conduct Commission, she flirted with attorneys over Snapchat. Put pressure on them to sleep with her, and in one case, asked a female attorney to join her in a threesome with her former church pastor turned lover. On one occasion, she said the former pastor are to have had a threesome with her secretary. Gentry serves as a family court judge for Kenton County, which is south of the Kentucky-Ohio state line near Cincinnati. According to people who complained to the commission, she used the courthouse as a funhouse to have sex with former pastor Stephen Penrose. She and Penrose are in a band together. According to Gentry's ex-husband, they were having an affair during the marriage. Penrose plays the guitar in the band, and Gentry plays the bass. Despite their relationship, Gentry gave Penrose a job in the court as a case specialist. She fired the woman who had been in a position to make room for him, it is claimed. She then allegedly tried to involve attorneys in her sex life. Catherine Schultz sat on a panel with Gentry that was set up to hear cases about abused children. She claims that Gentry told her to download Snapchat and then used it to ask her to seduce her now ex-husband, Brian Gentry, and also join her in group sex. Schultz said in an affidavit obtained by the Cincinnati Enquirer that Gentry was trying to have her sleep with her estranged husband so she could then pin her divorce on him being unfaithful. She then asked Schultz to have sex with her and Penrose at a legal conference, she claimed. When she declined that request, their friendship turned sour, she said. Schultz later resigned from the panel. Mike Hummel, who was also on the panel, said he was replaced with someone who donated 4 times as much as he did to Gentry's re-election campaign. He says she used her power on the bench to drum up donations. The judge is now waiting for a disciplinary hearing, which is due to happen in the next 2 or 3 months. She denies the allegations.
See, this is what I was looking for, yeah. Oh.
I tell you, playful as a kitten, strong as a bull elephant.
Good Lord, man!
I don't buy the pig in the poke.
Carry on like a man.
If she buys him, he gonna find out tonight she ain't no man.
You mean that white lady pleasure with that nigga?
That's a German widow, and German ladies can never pleasure enough.
How much?
3,500.
I give you 3,000.
I'll pay the price you're asking.
You are no gentleman trying to take the nigger from the poor widow woman.
For the use you crave to make of him, ma'am, I ain't letting you get him.
4,000.
I'll pay more, 500 more.
Schweinhund.
Done. You got a good boy, trustworthy, obedient, whip smart. I sure hate to sell it.
What do you...
You craves to play with me? I know's a nice game.
You get away from me, Miss Sophie.
You's a pretty boy. And you's a gonna play with me. Blaze and the other bucks do, and you is too.
Miss Sophie, I'll tell your father.
You tells him your skin and fire you alive. I'll say you done raped me.
Miss Sophie!
She's starting with you. Ain't a boy on this place that don't wants to run when Miss Sophia coming. Always unbuttoning their pants and playing with them. Oh, Miss Sophia, a bad one.
Why don't somebody tell Master Hammond?
'Cause she white. I know boy dash go tell Master Hammond. They scared for fear he'll kill him.
Perhaps he'll kill Blaze. Or even worse, castrate him.
Why didn't you never play with me?
You worse than hell. You'd get a nigga killed no matter what. I don't want to play with you.
Well, if and you don't, I'll just tell my papa you tried to rape me. Get out of here, you damn nigger!
Listen, Miss Sophie. You play your damn games with the other bucks. Blaze is my friend. If your papa find out, hell, he'd kill Blaze.
Mind your own damn business!
Get! Just get!
My dear Augustus, you can see my daughter plainly needs manners.
Well, now that I'm going to be your stepmother, I want you to be refined and educated in the best possible manner. Your father and I agree you should be sent to Miss Pentecost School for Young Females in Mobile.
Papa, no, I ain't!
Yes, you is.
Hammond, I think we should be planning on our first party. Our engagement party.
Yes.
I think we should invite the Holcombs and Dr. and Mrs. Redfield and Mr. and Mrs. Gassaway.
Papa, you send me away, and I'm gonna tell you something you ain't gonna like.
What?
One of your bucks has been fooling around with me.
Who be that? Who be that? Who be it?
Blaze, it was Blaze.
Blaze. Blaze.
You come with me. I ain't gonna talk about this in front of Miss Augusta. I'm gonna hear about this from A to Z.
Now, what Blaze do?
Nothing, Papa.
Nothing?
I was just saying that.
You wasn't just saying that.
I was just saying that to get you mad.
Sophie, I'm gonna turn you upside down until the life pop right out in your mouth. Now, you tell me.
Blaze wanted me to unbutton his pants.
Did you?
No.
Then what? Then what?
Well, then he told me to close my eyes and hold my hands out like this.
Go on.
Well, then he put something in my hands and told me to feel it and rub it and keep my eyes closed up. And then he asked me, how does it feel? And I says, it feels good. And then he tells me to open my eyes, and I open them, and I look down, and it was this thing. I was holding this thing, Papa.
How long did you hold it?
I dropped it right away, Papa.
What did you do then?
I ran right off and washed my hands.
Well, how come you didn't run off when it commenced?
I was too scared, Papa.
Sophie, I'd feel a whole lot better about this if you was crying.
I is, Papa.
There, darling. Don't you fret. Ain't but two people in this world gonna know about this but you and me.
What about Blaze?
Blaze is gonna be dead. I'm gonna make up my mind about you. Time on.
Smart-ass nigger. Take yourself a good look and see what you're missing.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. You go to school faster than goose.